See, it's 8:06 here on the East Coast. Giving, uh, loading up my YouTube channel, and I'm also going on live on TikTok at the same time. So I'm watching like two different. Ouch! I'm watching like two different screens here. But I've had an interesting couple of days of recording, sharing my story. My kitty cat, you want to step there? You want to be nosy? And there's a lot of controversy over Latinos upset with blacks for not backing them up on this mass deportation that Trump is now imposing on the country. And I'm going to use my favorite words, y'all. Hi, thank you for starting to join. Common sense and confirmation. I'm sorry to laugh, y'all, but y'all don't take the two words. I ain't gonna say y'all, but some people don't take them two words seriously enough. That you gotta have common sense. Okay. And when you think of something, if you keep getting that answer, I don't know how many different ways it's coming at you, and it's asking what you're inquisitive about, and you get the answer, it's confirmation. Okay. Now, oh God, people are funny. I swear to God. Thank you all for joining me. If y'all ready to get a good laugh, and I would especially love for some Latino people to get in on this conversation that I'm about to lay down. Now, I just decided I'm going to check my phone just before I lay down, some highlights here. And I hear that Latinos are blaming blacks for not getting out here and rallying around this mass deportation. Okay. First thing that came in my mind is, you all voted him in there. We've been black in this country for a long time. We've been this country now that all new information is coming out. But if you had to get someone a PhD, we're your professors. Lord have mercy. This is too fucked up. Okay, now. Okay, now. Like I say, I have confirmation. I've been putting a lot of shit out here, and it's been coming back to me like confirmation, because I made one video and I said, they're going to need psychiatrists for our kids, because you coming up with a new title for Latinos, you're calling them brown people. What color am I? And you. Okay. And so, and I'm saying to myself, I said, dang, what if a little black kid goes home that's my complexion, and he says, I'm not black, Mom. You, and your parents are darker than you. You all are black. I'm brown. That's gonna screw him up, because I was like, but an identity crisis. Are we black or are we brown? Are we brown or are we black? Now, I gotta hit on this tonight, because this does not make sense. Now, Trump is in office, and it's just like what I predicted with this thing. I also made another comment about the reason why they want Trump in there, and they want Trump to close the border. I said this on my video. is to protect their jobs because they can speak more than one language. They can understand Latino. They can understand some French, because some of the words are similar. So they have a blessing as far as hiring because of the multiple language. That's why I say y'all need to get your kids and understand the different languages. But you know what? That's not even important anymore. You know. But the simple fact that um, when I first, I'm gonna jump a little bit. When I first came back here to Boston, this is another thing I touched on the video. My sister told me. She said, "You ask a Latino person what color they are." And she said, "What nationality are they?" I'm sorry. And she said, "They're gonna tell you they're white." I made a couple of videos about this. I'm like, "White?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Wow." And, since I've been back in Boston, I have not experienced that. But uh, this is some shady, shady shit. Because let me see if I can get this up on my what I was listening to. Because I want y'all to hear this.
Be deported if Donald Trump wins.
That's okay. That's okay.
How long have they been here for?
Years, like 20, some like 30 years.
And so you think the members of your own family who've been here for 30 years should be deported?
Yeah.
There's a lady that's going to come up and she's going to make a comment saying something that I couldn't believe I heard. And I've heard it from myself. She said she don't even care if the Latinos been there for 20 years, and if they're in a family, they should be deported. If they're illegally.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
That's
Your
fucked
fight
up.
is with your own people, not with black people. We went into the voting booth where it really counted.
This is called Latinos for Trump lash out at black people for ignoring their mass deportation.
You'll find that Latino voters aren't a single uniform block. They're as diverse as a bag of assorted jelly beans. Some segments of the community, like Cuban Americans and Venezuelan exiles, have a long history.
It's coming up, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for joining me. Hi, Shelly. Man, this is gonna knock y'all off y'all socks. I got this going on YouTube and TikTok at the same time.
His pro-business policies,
I'm waiting for this to hear this. Now the question is, what nationality are Latinos?
Particularly if they'd seen government intervention.
Are they white? Are they black? Or are they a mixture? You're about to get your answer.
Voters were attracted to Trump's focus on law and order. A message that, despite its controversies, struck a chord among those who prioritize stability and personal security. In parts of the
stability, personal security, that's one of the things I hear on. They don't want them over here threatening their job.
Like abortion and family structure dovetailed nicely with their own convictions.
The other reason Latinos voted for Trump that we're not talking about is because they wanted to punish women. They wanted to punish liberated women. They come to this country, and a lot of them are extremely resentful of the fact that they have to answer to women. And this is something that we don't really talk about, right? But it's something I've experienced a lot, especially from like South American men. I know that a lot of Americans still don't want to believe that Latinos are white, but I want you to ask yourself two questions. Who colonized Latin America, and where did those colonizers go? Okay, so they might not be what you consider to be white, as in white American, but they are a flavor of white, all right? The same way that Europeans don't view Americans the same as them, the same way that there are different factions even within America when it comes to like Italians and Irish people and Jewish people and just, WASPs and stuff like that. They are white, and you have to kind of let that get into your head, okay? So they come to this countries that are extremely male-centered, patriarchal countries where women are not in any way, shape, or form empowered the way that they are here. And they have to answer to women. And not only that, they have to answer to black women. And they hate that shit. Okay? So they wanted to humble you. That's what they did. While you're fighting for their rights, while you're fighting for them to get in here, they're fucking humbling you. The women, too. Because a lot of Latina women... And if you know Latina women, you're going to know what I'm talking about, especially the most conservative ones. They're doing their dirt. They're doing all this stuff, but they hide it from their families. They keep it quiet. They take advantage of all the freedom they have here, and then they go back and pretend that they're, la niña buena, the little good girl. But at the end of the day, they're resentful of the fact that they can't be as free as a lot of women who openly go against the social norms of the patriarchy.
It's also worth noting that for some, voting for Trump was less about embracing all his policies and more about casting a vote against a perceived political status quo. They saw his rhetoric as a rallying cry against big government and excessive regulation, issues that, on a very personal level, felt like battles they'd been fighting for years. At the end of the day, these choices underscore one undeniable
Hold on now,
truth.
hold on. I can't say I don't have a good voice anymore, but I'm trying to screech on some fucking breaks here. There's a little bit of mixer in here and the messages that I'm hearing, but anytime that you feel that you can straddle the fence in this country because you may have a little bit of white in you, you better go back and ask Etta James about that shit because she's still living. She could give you a direct answer. Okay. You better ask that about all the bleached out blacks that coming from slavery that could pass off as white women that weren't lucky enough to marry and fool a white man that she was white, where they wound up at in brothels. And if they were still on the plantation, they weren't treated no different than me. How are you going to graduate and just take out a bunch of history and say, okay, yeah, well, the islands were colonized by the slave colony and these people were planted there. No, them people were there already. They were there already. They just moved in on them and took over everything in the islands like they did everything else. They just the furthest they went is coming here to America. Okay, because on the other side of the Pacific Ocean is Europe. It's a round ball, you know. So I'm laying up in here. And the people that discriminated against me is a Latino company. Peabody Properties. Violating my civil rights and my constitutional rights. Preventing me from proceeding and standing up for my rights. Want me to get out in the streets and rally for you? Are you nuts? You did this, you lie in it. Okay. Everybody else has had to pay dues. Like this other woman said on that thing, she said, it's your turn. You've got so many mixed families here. And you know what, the reason why I'm bringing this up now too is seems like, I mean, I'm going to go on this puzzle piece again now. What's weird, thinking about this and also not being off the same subject, because this also applies. You're not going to like what I'm about to say, but I'm about to say it anyway. It's known now that the faces of the saints and God's chosen people are black, are Hebrews. Not all Africans are Hebrews. Now, let's get this fact straight. They resemble us. They look just like us. But there's a difference. The complexions were the same. Whew. Take it easy, girl. Now, I don't want to lose track of what I'm saying. Okay, but so we found out that the Pope, beloved his son that raped his sister, felt that it was okay. When the brother killed him, he decided that that was his beloved son, so he erased the face of Christ and he put his son there. This Jesus that we've been praying to for years. The image of him. Every time you look at a movie, he changes different. He looks a lot different. Or paintings, he's different. Hey, how are you? But They changed the face of a black man to a white man. What are white women doing to our black men? Oh, I can't believe she said that. Yes, I said it. Let me look away because I'm looking right at my face and I'm trying hard not to laugh at this. But common sense is common sense. But I don't know, no matter how much you bleach that part of that rich blood, that heritage, no matter how light or shade he is, his blackness is still going to dominate through it. You can pour cream in the coffee, but you can't take away the flavor. Did I just say that? Yeah. Cat, get off of my... Hey, baby. Ain't that something, y'all? So getting back to why I had to get back on here. They did not think that Trump was going to include them in this mass deportation. I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway, anywho, what would you say about the white side of you? Oh, Trump, you can't do this because we got some black in us. We're part of white people too, so you can't deport all of us. Because look, some of us is way whiter than some of our other Latinos, but we're Latinos. Is there racism in Latinos? Somebody tells me, because I never in my wildest dream thought that they were ununified when it comes to shades of brownness. I've always known these people to accept each other with love and heart, regardless of what shade of brown you are. And now I'm wondering, now that the truth is coming out, well, who is the normal and natural people of the world? What shade they gonna pick now? They're gonna go back to being black? Or they're gonna go back to comparing themselves to going through the same but similar things that you've gone through as a race of Hebrews? Because you got some flashing Hebrew blood in you. They always want to claim what they believe to be better. Now that the truth is out there, what they claim they wanted to be better is not better at all, but beneath. And I'm sorry, but that's my belief, and it's freedom of speech. And I have a right to feel that way with the evidence that's being presented to me. And with my relationship with God, my relationship with my Father, and the evidence tells me you can't wash me out anymore. You can't bleach me out anymore. You can't do it. But to be in a place where you're versatile, see, everybody knows in this country who fought the wars and won them. Got all of these things fixed and made it a way that your life can be easy, and then you got a part of that dream. But like everybody else that comes here and gets it, they brutalize us. Not everybody. I told you I don't like that word, everybody, but their attitude towards us is based on lies. And what they perceive us to be and show to cover up stuff that they've done that they could do to human beings and bodies is irrefutable. It's unbelievable. You can't write this shit off in horror books. There's nothing in those horror books. It's not even a chainsaw massacre can measure up to the brutality that they've done to us in this country. The last people that need to be pointing a finger at anybody. And now I'm hearing that we're sort of like, you heard about how China is, right? Or let me not go with China. Let's go with North Korea. They don't have access to the internet that we have. I don't know if China's like that or not, but it's their broadcast that they have to listen to, and not world things and world what's going on. But I would hate to think that I'm hearing that that's what they're doing to us here in America. Okay. From what I'm hearing is all of these third world countries and these countries over there, everybody else has accepted the fact that we are who we are. And America is still keeping this out of their media. What are we going to have to do? Get on a ship or get on a plane and go to another country to hear it for ourselves? Or is America going to open up the Grand Canyon and everywhere else here? Because they said even Germany is upset with America. I don't know. I haven't heard this for myself. But hearsay, rumors and rumors. But hey, when I hear that, say, yeah, I heard something about that. And I know something is leading to it. So I'm not putting it past me. So a lot of people you tell things and say, oh, you got to be crazy. They. No, you don't know that for sure. Don't be so closed-minded. Okay? If it applies, if it don't, throw it over your head. File it away somewhere. But don't be too sure that you can't be taught something. Okay, gotta add up there. But I've never done 2 videos at one time. So I kind of like this. Y'all know I'm a comedian. I'm not a comedian because I don't get paid for it, but you know, I can keep you laughing if you wanted me to. I'll be thinking about some of this shit. I'll be like, God damn, don't let me get on here and say shit like that. But I would like to ask the Latinos. It's kind of confusing when you don't know who you are. And it's kind of confusing to back somebody that can't put themselves somewhere, whether they are or they aren't, because you can't come and say you're black and this is going on, and why ain't you rallying around us? Because we're not doing this to you. We're not doing this to you. And we didn't put you in this position for it to be done to you. We have no responsibility in this. We paid our dues to this country in ways you have never, ever endured. Deportation is what you're worrying about? Thank God you don't have to put yourself in my people's shoes. Preach, sister. See, I had you all. See, I had y'all going, but you know what? What I'm saying to y'all is truth in a way, but I was taught whatever bed you make is the bed you lie in. Now that's Clyde Ann for you. If that's the bed you make, then that's the bed you lie in. And then if you believe that Latinos are white, then go to sleep and pull the covers up and deal with it. But don't come knocking at my door saying, come help, help, help. because I don't see where you all were all helping us all that much. I seen a whole trail, a river full of white people out there amongst the blacks. But then I guess they must have been white Puerto Ricans that rallied with us when Black Lives Mattered, and that still do. I hear them getting on there. A lot of these documentations and things that I watch are Europeans talking about struggles and undiscovering things that Black people have gone through. You all got a history in these countries that you all don't want to share. From the times that were inhabited by the indigenous and how they were colonized by these intruders that came in and disrupted things. But it's like you don't want to be associated with people that are Black because everybody else is down on us. So, they don't want to be associated. Let's prove to be a little bit above who they are and what they are. And because we're trying to get our foot in the grass, we're going to step on the backs of the ones that got us into this position where we can get this, because they stole California from you all, just like they took everything from everybody else. We want America back. So, make a long story short now, it's only been 27 minutes, it's not that bad. I got to watch some more of this because you got a lot of Latinos out here now crying out for help and want to turn to the Black person. When you're not even kind to me. I'm sorry, but I got my own to look after. I got to clean my house before I can come clean yours. So while you trying to figure out if you're salt or pepper, for what was done to mine, I can't defend anybody that's white right now. I can't do it. So you white Latinos, y'all need to go to the white man and cry y'all situation out to him. Let him know we supported you, we believed you, we trusted you. Because if you come in my face with that, I'm going to laugh at you. And I'm like, you just not finding this out. Oh, you just didn't think it can happen to you. We've been down with this man and these people running this country since the beginning. Just as much as they manipulated us, we've learned them. We've learned them because they study us, we studied them, and we know. But you want to take on their beliefs that we're dumb and we're ignorant and we're this and that. No, now you want to get riled up and all of this agitation, want to go out there. We're not running out in the streets for you all, because the minute we run out, and I believe this, in the streets for y'all, y'all gonna duck and dodge and leave us out on the forefront. We done fought enough wars. We fought our wars for this country. Now it's for yours to make your little stand still and put your history down. Get up and fight for yourselves. Don't stand there and run from it and let it hit you. Make a stand. Do your own marches. Get out there and ask for support from people to help rally. What do you call these things where, this movement, charitable things. There's a way that everybody's had to do things. welcome to America. Good night. Gotta go. Love y'all.